There is this Generation Z exceptionalism narrative that is being pushed by Generation Z themselves, and it's gotten to a point where it's crossed a line, I think. I mean, we were there a little while ago, but it's crossed a line. Before anybody says anything or any randos come across this video, I'm Generation Z. I'm 19 turning 20 in a few months. So this is not a pissed off millennial at the youths. This is me critically examining your behavior because it's getting out of hand, kids. There seems to be this idea that certain Generation Z kids on TikTok specifically have where they think that this generation is the best generation. We're gonna change the world. All this because we're a little less racist. Wow. Apparently, basic fucking human decency means that you're exceptional, you're unique, and, you know, the best there is to offer. The bar is set so low, kids. This narrative is egotistical and annoying and is usually pushed by white suburban kids that have never felt pain in their life, other than maybe a possible mental illness. But what's finally driven me to make this video is that I have been seeing this type of Generation Z exceptionalism content in various different forms a lot over the past few days. I have 3 examples here to get our cringe on. Yes, I said the C word. These TikTok screenshots or videos are single-handedly reviving Cringe. Cringe was dead, but it's been revived now, just for these videos. Let's look at this abomination that I've stumbled upon. Can we take a minute to think about Gen Z? I don't want to anymore, thank you. We made a plan to raid Area 51. Yes, that did happen. It wasn't very successful, though. We made our own language, Key Smash. I don't know how to tell you youngins. Millennials created the Key Smash. I know some of you are too young to remember when millennials were the youngins on the internet, but millennials created the Key Smash. We did not create that. It's not a new language, it's just a fucking Key Smash. Don't be weird. We're all getting matching tattoos. Fun fact, that matching tattoo that this person is referring to is a Z tattoo for Generation Z, but it's also doubles as a Nazi symbol. So basically, a TikToker has convinced several children that when they're 18, they're going to get a fucking Nazi symbol tattooed on themselves, just for funsies. Please don't get the tattoo, by the way. It's a Nazi symbol. Don't be fucking stupid. We pranked the president. I will not lie, we did do that, and that was pretty cool. We turned the crying emoji and skull emoji into the laughing emoji. Okay. And what about it? You think you're special? We memorized a 2-minute voicemail about Rachel. This is it. I think this is when I'm gonna off myself. I'm finally gonna do it. I did not memorize that 2-minute voicemail because I have a life sometimes. I know my sister did, so this is not completely wrong in terms of Generation Z. We invented dark humor. I'm going to hope to God that the usage of invented is figurative speech commonly used by Generation Z to be hyperbole as a joke. Much like, you know, when K-pop idols speak English, all the K-pop stans will be like, oh my god, invented English. It's a joke, hyperbole. So I'm hoping that that's what this person is getting at here, because otherwise I'm going to strangle you. I'm about to punch a child. Like, yes, a lot of us do like dark humor, but like, millennials did too. You're not that special. I'm trying to say here that a lot of this is just kind of like, okay, like what are you trying to get at? We do stupid shit sometimes. Millennials planked in the streets, the highways. They, you know, consumed entire spoonfuls of cinnamon, which could have killed them. I don't think we're that special. We turned the heart fairy sparkle emojis into hate comments. Yeah, I guess that happened. It was funny a little bit, and then you overdid it like the rest of the things that you guys do, you know? And the last one, which just threw me for a loop, we cancel people whenever we want. I bet money that this child is under the age of 18, first and foremost, and is a white suburban child, is what I'm thinking here. You white suburban children are the reason that African American vernacular gets so bastardized so quickly. This misuse and overuse of the word cancel on all ends of the spectrum is making me want to slit my own throat. It was originally used as fun hyperbole in African American vernacular as a joke. And then people took it seriously. Not to mention, no, you don't do that whenever you want. Literally, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If you are just causing problems to cause problems, and not because you actually care about the people that were hurt by these celebrities' actions, literally shove a cactus up your anus. It's not cancel whenever you want, it's holding people accountable when they do extremely shitty things, particularly racism. You should not be just canceling anyone whenever you want willy-nilly. That's not how it works, and you are misusing the African American vernacular English term cancel. Once again, everybody on all sides of the spectrum has been bastardizing the word to hell and back. I cannot see a single proper usage of the word cancel in 300 miles. It's awful. I hate it here. Already, mega cringe. Second usage of the C word. It gets worse. Not only is there like this egotistical, we're so unique, we're so funny, we're so cool ideology going around where we think that we're the best generation, we're gonna save everything. It gets so much worse when we get to these delusioned children that think they're Katniss Everdeen. Just watch this and try not to strangle yourself. The behavior of Generation Z surrounding these leftist movements has extremely disappointed me. None of you take anything seriously. And in this case in particular, these kids think that they're Katniss Everdeen, and that this is Panem, and that this is the Hunger Games. They are romanticizing revolution. They are romanticizing a possible civil war. As I record this, it is election day, and I'm afraid. This is serious shit. There is a ton of civil unrest that is going to be unearthed as these next weeks go forward, no matter what the results are. This is serious. You are treating it as an aesthetic, as a cute POV for your TikTok, and I don't think you know what actual revolution looks like. They are so far removed from reality, these TikTok teens. They are so delusioned into thinking that they are Katniss Everdeen and that they are the main character and that they will save the day. That is not reality. And I mean, they've done this with other real-life leftist movements that have people with their lives at stake, out in the front lines at the protests. They turned ACAB and Black Lives Matter into, a cute catchphrase saying to say that they're cool and down with the kids. Hello Kitty says ACAB. That just shows me that you are not taking this very serious subject seriously. You are romanticizing these very serious movements that have people's lives at stake. It's not a personality trait to say ACAB. It's not a personality trait to say Black Lives Matter. These are real movements. It's like when they turned Breonna Taylor's death into a meme on Twitter. I guess on TikTok as well. Literally, a woman died due to racial police brutality, and you turned her death into a meme. I'm floored by this behavior. All of you are so far removed from reality that I think you think real life is what TikTok tells you it is. I cannot believe that they are turning a possible revolution, which will kill lots of people, into this romanticized Katniss Everdeen bullshit. And it's so sad too, because Suzanne Collins wouldn't have wanted that. These dystopian novels shouldn't have made us romanticize revolution, but should have rather, mentally steeled us for civil war and revolution. But here you are, turning it into an aesthetic, and I'm disappointed. And this is not the only revolution type TikTok I've seen this week. This one's even worse, in my opinion. This TikTok really exemplifies what I was trying to say about the last one. They are so far removed from reality. These kids live in their heads. They're suburban white kids that have, never felt poverty, never, felt physical strife, real strife a day in their lives, maybe other than mental illness. They think this is a dystopian novel. With the district shit, the cottagecore indie goth, Cringe, third time saying the C word. Suzanne Collins did not want you to take that from her books. I don't know if this is necessarily related to that or not, but it does seem reminiscent of, fucking Divergent or Hunger Games districts. That's not what you should have gotten out of those books if you grew up with them. And this generation is so powerful. Remember that Hello Kitty says ACAB. I'm going to punch a child, and it'll be worth it. Not only are you disrespecting the message of ACAB with Hello Kitty says ACAB, ooh, hoo, 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 I'm so cool. I don't think you understand what revolution looks like. It's not just setting the White House on fire and walking away. We can joke about that, I suppose, but it's a long, deadly, terrifying process. And I also don't understand this obsession with Barron Trump. I don't like the idea that I've seen the term simp for Barron Trump several times at this point, despite the fact that he's a white supremacist's son. So it's a little uncomfortable. And I get it, Barron Trump may not be his father, and I'm not going to, force him into that box. Because he's fucking 15. We don't know who he is yet. He probably doesn't even know who he is yet. From the smallest minuscule bit of information, these TikTok teens have decided that Barron Trump is a radical leftist. I don't know how you got to that conclusion. And I don't know why you were simping for a white supremacist son who's 15. I understand you're 15 as well, but dear fucking Christ, guys. It's weird. You're being weird. I understand that you're bored and in quarantine and you have nothing to do with your lives. You could do your fucking homework, but you have nothing to do with your lives. You've instead decided to turn leftist movements into a cute personality trait and romanticize the hell out of them. I'm not too gung-ho on this shit. I'm actually quite disappointed in this behavior. We are not special. A possible revolution or civil war should not be romanticized like this. You're not Katniss Everdeen. Act like a normal fucking person. Is it so hard to be a normal fucking person? Just quit being obnoxious before I punch a child on purpose.